I'm going to start with work by Dalai Lama. Today, more than ever before, life must be characterized by a sense of universal responsibility, not only nation to nation and human to human, but human to other forms of life. That's what I'm here to talk about. I'm passionate about wildlife conservation to other forms of life. In the last 10 years, I've done everything I can to learn as much as I can about it. I read books, I talk to experts, I gone to conferences and travel the world. I wanted to see for myself what's going on in their places. I visited chimpanzee in Uganda. I visited mountain gorilla families in Rwanda. Everywhere I go, the root cause of the dwindling numbers of diseases in human population pressure. A recent visual example I saw of this in Uganda, with farms going up the hillside right the boundary of Green National Park, parts of the last remaining habitat for the mountain gorilla. They talk about population. We are 6.7 billion people in the world today, expected to rise to 9 or 10 billion just in the next 40 years. The problems is already got a billion people who don't have enough to eat. What's it going to be like when we increase the pressure, the human population pressure, by another 50%? So I think what we are going to have are more conflicts, more wars, overscatter resources, less drinking water per person. We are going to have less food per person, more disease and suffering. It's difficult to comprehend, but that's suffering on a global scale. When we are talking about billions of people, I know this is suffering to think about. It is the future we want to leave for our children and grandchildren. I don't think so either. Let's lead towards a better future. Thomas Murray wrote that our great work for our generation is to learn to live on the planet at least benignly. Why would we do that? One reason we would do that is that our failing living things who happen not to be human don't have a representative in Congress. They don't have a lobbyist in Washington. They don't have a voice at the table. I think they are completely dependent for their survival on our goodwill, much like children. Let's talk about our country's population and our wildlife. We had about 5 million people in our country around 1800, about 290 million people in 2000, more now of course. At the conference, I met a scientist, Henry Laliberte, who had done fascinating work comparing wildlife sightings in the 17 and 1800s in our country to how wildlife ran today in our country. These are the pinkish areas. I'm not sure how it looks here, and where we used to have black bears. The yellow areas are where it's still today. You see, there's been a lot of recession here. This is the red war. You don't have red war burning over our country. The pinkish area you see on the chart, that's so today. We used to have really bears running over about half of our country. As you see, they receded and we don't have them. It was just 200 years ago. The yellow area that would be a right Yellowstone ecosystem. Let's look at a summary map. Take a look at the right here. Red is good, green is bad, white is very bad. So you see, we lost a lot of pieces in our country. The white areas mean all of the wildlife that we look at. In this case, in the 1800s, it's gone from our country. Do you think it's normal not to have wildlife running around all the time in our country? That's not normal. Let's bring it home here to the rough range of Colorado tonight. We used to have white bison, they're gone. We used to have gray wolf, they're gone. We used to have, sorry, my little dyslexia, grizzly bears could have been right outside, they're gone. We used to have Glynx, the cat, gone. Maybe they are not living. We used to have Blackfooter, very dependent on very dog for their survival, gone. We used to have this beautiful little bird, the mouth of lover, also gone. This is sobering information, so what can we can choose a better future that apply the empathy that we have for our cats, dogs, and other pets to endanger species like this chimpanzee, but on endangered species. Let's have fewer children. That's one of the most powerful I didn't expect that response. That's one of the most powerful things that we can do in the United States. If we want to have kids raised, let her too. If we want to have more than 2 kids, let adopt. What else can we do? Well, we won't go there. So what else can we do? We can help educate girls and provide economic opportunity to women in developing countries. Amen. When we do that, though, ladies choose to help smaller families, and we have more nutrition, more healthcare, more education for the kids, and the impact on the local population is huge. Finally, what we can do, if we can give more to our planet, we can give half of our donation, let's say to people and people-related causes, and half of our donation to the planet, to ocean conservation or wildlife conservation. I want to mention, by the way, that today we only give about 2 to 5% about giving that go to environment and wildlife category. You've been very patient with sometimes a difficult topic. I just want to say that the thing to think about is, do we change as a species? What do we do so that our failing living beings who happen not to be human can thrive alongside of Earth 100, 500, and 1,000 years from now? Thank you very much.